Hi, my name is Mike Pettigrew. I'm a best-selling author and a serial entrepreneur since 1987, and I help ordinary people to achieve extraordinary goals. And in the next few minutes, I have some really exciting information to share with you that will help you to achieve a far better life. But before we get started, I just want to say that if you want to get to your next level of success, freedom and wealth, check out my Ultimate Success Club at www.achievegoalsfast.com/USC. Now, a lot of people come to me looking to achieve their goals faster and achieve success, abundance and wealth, but I hear this same thing again and again. A lot of people, they have tried all sorts of things, different courses and different strategies, and they seem to have tried everything and nothing seems to work for them. And in many cases they tell me that no matter what they do, nothing happens, but they see other people progressing. Why is this course or this strategy or training course or book working for other people but not me? And if you've experienced this yourself, I completely can relate to this. I totally understand, because for years I experienced this myself again and again. Back in the 80s, in my late teens and early 20s, I tried all sorts of things that just didn't work. I was a failure, and it was so frustrating. And you reach the point where you think, what's the point of even trying anymore? What's the point of trying? It's just not going to work out. And then you can just end up, satisfying, or you can end up settling for a dissatisfying sense of mediocrity. Ending up settling for second best all the time. That's even more disempowering. Things do not change when you just give in to everything. But you know what? When people come to me and tell me these awful things, these really sad stories, this disillusionment, there's one thing I tell them that can change everything. One thing that can change people's abundance and wealth, and that is, you've got to create a wealth mindset. If you don't create a wealth mindset, nothing will change. You can't get to that next level of life. So let's get straight into this and explain in detail what I mean. So firstly, does hard work make you wealthy? Does hard work make you wealthy? Well, money is simply an exchange of value. The time and energy and effort you make, you're rewarded for that with what we call money, okay? But unfortunately, most people only get paid for the hours they work, not the value they create. Only the hours that they work. And you know what? There's a limit to the number of hours that most people can work, that anyone can work. Even doctors and lawyers and people who are paid, good money. There's a limit to the number of hours we can work. So exchanging time for money, there's an earning cap, a cap on how much we can make, okay? So they can only work so many hours each day, so there's a limit on their earning potential. Okay, hard work alone will not make you rich. Hard work alone will not do it. It will definitely not do it. In fact, it can hold you back. How you think is the secret to creating wealth. How you think, because your thoughts and beliefs dictate your actions, and your actions determine your results. So if you want better results, you've got to change your thinking pattern, your mindset, okay? Unless you change your relationship with money, you'll always have to settle for second best. This is fact. I don't know about you, but a lot of people come to me and they're finding it hard to survive financially. And there's a reason for this, and it's always down to their attitudes and beliefs surrounding money. In most cases, 99% of the time, limiting beliefs surrounding wealth and money. And limiting beliefs are the number one reason that stop all people achieving what they're capable of achieving, okay? So there could be just one thing that could be sabotaging wealth from you. One thing that could be stopping you getting to that next earning potential. So most people have negative beliefs about wealth, very negative beliefs, unfortunately. Many people think that rich people are greedy. And if you have this feeling yourself, your belief, I promise you it's holding you back dramatically. Society tells us all sorts of things as we grow through life. that are simply not correct. So this is a biggie. This will hold you back enormously. People who think rich people are greedy, that sabotages wealth. Or they believe there isn't enough to go around. If you believe that there's lack in the world, there's not enough to go around, that will severely curtail your earning potential. They believe becoming wealthy is too difficult. This is a really big one. Most people think that it just takes too much effort to improve their finances or change their life or become more successful. Too much effort. And they don't want to experience disillusionment, because if you put in time and energy, as I mentioned earlier, and nothing seems to change, what a waste of time. You end up worse than before you even started. So, or they may think you have to give up too much. That's another big one. People think you have to sacrifice to gain. Not necessarily. Usually not the case. Your beliefs surrounding money limit your earning potential. That is fact. Your beliefs surrounding money are currently limiting your earning potential. And everyone has limiting beliefs. Everybody. Nobody's immune. Nobody is immune. Everyone has limiting beliefs. Your beliefs have been formed by conditioning. And your limiting beliefs sabotage all your efforts. This is a disturbing fact. But as we go through life, we are conditioned by our parents, our siblings, our teachers, society, governments, religions, advertising on TV. We're constantly being told all the time what to think and what to believe. And by the time we're in our 20s and 30s, we have so many limiting beliefs. And then along comes hard knocks, painful situations that we go through, relationships that go wrong, careers that didn't take off. So we form lots of additional limiting beliefs through our hard experiences. So we gradually close down our realm of possibility. This is really sad. So your limiting beliefs sabotage all your efforts. It's these subconscious beliefs that you have within you that hold you back. Not necessarily your conscious beliefs, but I promise you, you have lots of subconscious beliefs you're not even aware of right now that are holding you back in all sorts of areas of life. Not just wealth, but wealth is one of them. So change those beliefs and your whole life changes. It's a bit like pulling the corner of a spider's web. You just change one thing, the whole web of your life changes. All your interconnections to everything. It's amazing. I had a very painful experience back in 1991. I reached the point, I started my first company in 1987, worked really hard, the first few years really hard, and I reached a financial crisis. And that financial crisis was basically, there wasn't enough money coming in the next 2 months to pay my suppliers. And I reached the point where I felt I'm going to have to close up the business. I'm going to have to go bankrupt, go on social welfare to survive. But I realized that if I did that, I'd just wasted 3 years of blood, sweat and tears. Now, around about the same time, I had a series of experiences that were showing me I had low self-worth. As a child, a teenager, into my early 20s, I had very low self-worth, very little self-confidence, very shy. And this was affecting my life in lots of different ways. And I started to wonder, could my low self-worth, which I was becoming very aware of, could it also be affecting my finances? So I decided the only way I could survive was to double my prices to my clients. And every one of them said yes. So I made twice as much money for exactly the same amount of effort. I was able to pay all my bills, which was really scaring me before. But 2 of my clients said, we thought you were too cheap. We thought your service was amazing, and we couldn't understand how you were providing such a good service for such a low rate. And I used to even hate asking my clients for payment. It was that bad. So doubling my prices and doing all sorts of other simple things to boost my self-worth, that changed everything. And a few years later, I only had to work a day and a half a week, and I spent all my time doing voluntary work. And I sold that company in 2001 to a multinational. I was a millionaire. I'd achieved all my major goals in life at that point. And I was only 39 at the time. Wonderful. But everything changed once I overcame all this conditioning around self-worth, low self-worth. Once I changed that, every area of my life changed. Really, really, really powerful. So, what happens when I improve my self-worth? As I say, I decided to improve my self-worth. I doubled my prices to my business clients. I started taking actions to value myself more. Very important. Little actions. My business became a massive success. I discovered all sorts of exciting talents and abilities within myself I didn't realize I had. So once you build your confidence, what was impossible becomes possible. I became very successful and rich. I had over 500 corporate clients around Ireland. And in 2001, I sold my business to a multinational. This is a newspaper clipping from early 2002 and says, "Windfall for Wicklow businessman. A Wicklow entrepreneur has scooped a substantial financial windfall with the sale of his company. Businessman Michael Pettigrew sold his indoor plant rental company to Rentokil Initial, one of Europe's largest plant rental companies," and goes on to talk about the clients that I had and my bigger clients and all that. So that was, this was the effect. This was the effect of rooting out and overcoming low self-worth. Amazing. It changed not just my finances, but every area of my life. So, a very simple exercise I'm going to share with you. This will enable you to overcome your limiting beliefs about wealth. Overcome them. Very simple exercise. It'll take you 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and it can change your life. It's that powerful. Sometimes the simplest things are the most powerful in life. And this simple exercise is amazing. Now, just let me explain. You want to become aware of your limiting beliefs, your subconscious limiting beliefs, the things that are holding you back that you're not even aware of. So the first part of this exercise you need to do quickly, and the second part you do slowly, using your rational mind. So you're going to ask yourself a question out loud, and you're going to immediately write the answer or an answer, and you do this 10 times as quickly as possible. So what's the sentence you read? You read this sentence: "I can't become rich because," and you read this out loud, and what you do, you quickly write out a single reason why it's not possible for you. Some people write things like, I've heard some amazing responses or answers that people have come up with. Just the immediate response without even thinking. That's the key here, without even thinking. "I can't become rich because money doesn't grow on trees," or "rich people are greedy," or "everyone would hate me if I was rich," or "there's not enough to go around." You'd be amazed at what beliefs are rattling around in your subconscious mind, and the beliefs in your subconscious mind control everything. Okay? The battle between your conscious mind, your subconscious beliefs always win out. It's much stronger. So, as I say, "I can't become rich because," and quickly write out a single reason why it's not possible for you. Now, you repeat these 2 steps until you have uncovered 10 limiting beliefs about wealth, about finances. Okay? And then you score each belief between 1 and 10. The stronger the feeling, the higher the score. So if you go through all your 10 beliefs, limiting beliefs, some of them may amaze you. And you may think, "I can't believe that." Really, you will. I guarantee these will be affecting you, even though some of them may seem mad. And you think, "I don't really believe that." But read each one of these 10 limiting beliefs that you've uncovered. As I say, you have to do this quickly. It's the instant response that comes from within your life that you want to write down. But once you've got your 10 limiting beliefs, you give each one of them a score between 1 and 10. The stronger the emotion contained in that sentence, the answer, the limiting belief, the higher the number, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you have limiting beliefs that don't have much emotion attached to them, and when you read them out, just very little feeling, give it a low number. Okay? So that's the first step. Oh, the last part of the first step. Select the 4 limiting beliefs with the highest scores. So you cross off everything on the page, and those limiting beliefs with the highest scores, the 4 limiting beliefs with the highest scores, you hold on to those for the next step. And this step, this part of the exercise, you do slowly. This part you do with your rational, conscious awareness, your rational, conscious mind. You think up responses in this case. So you slowly write out as many reasons as possible that counteract each of these 4 limiting beliefs. using this sentence. I can become rich because. So if you've written money doesn't grow on trees, and that's one of your most powerful emotionalized limiting beliefs, you'd write, I can become rich because there's abundance everywhere and more than enough to go around. Or rich people are greedy. I can become rich because rich people are generous, and so am I. And so on and so forth. You do this part slowly. Okay, so slowly write out as many reasons as possible to counteract each of these 4 limiting beliefs using the sentence, I can become rich because, and select the single most empowering reason that counteracts each one of your 4 limiting beliefs. Okay? And the final part, convert each one of these empowering reasons into separate affirmations and repeat them daily. Now, if you don't know what an affirmation is, pick up a copy of my bestseller, The Most Powerful Goal Achievement System in the World. The Kindle version is almost been given away for 99 cents. I think the paperback version, I don't know, $8 or $10 or $15, I can't remember, but you can get the Kindle version for almost nothing. And there's a chapter on how to create affirmations, and there are 356 example affirmations that you can use, or that you can use as templates for your own affirmations. An affirmation is simply a positive, empowering statement you make to yourself aloud with emotion in the morning and in the evening. And these affirmations absolutely can rewrite your subconscious programming, can erase limiting beliefs. Incredibly powerful. I mean, the first ever affirmation was, I think, created by the psychologist Emile Coué, maybe 100 years ago. He gave it to his patients, and it was, every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. And he'd get his patients to psychiatric patients, and all they did was read this morning and evening, and after a short period of time, there was very noticeable improvement because they were reprogramming their subconscious mind to believe that they were getting better and better, and they did. So I mean, these affirmations are so simple, you know. But check out my bestseller if you, or just do a web search on Google, how to create affirmations. Okay, and you convert your counteracting limiting beliefs into affirmations. Very powerful, and then you repeat them morning and evening with emotion. Once in the morning, once in the evening. Awesomely powerful. This is so simple, yet it can change your life. That's my promise to you. Many thousands of people have used this exercise, and it's changed their lives totally. And you can do this for any area of life, not just wealth. It could be career or relationships, any area of life where you feel you're being held back, or it's something stopping you achieving your goal in that area. Wonderful, wonderful. So I hope this short training has served you. I hope you found it helpful. If it has, please give it a like or share it with your friends. And if you want to get to your next level of success, freedom and wealth, check out my Ultimate Success Club at achievegoalsfast.com/USC. And every month I go live for people all around the world, and I teach powerful success strategies, tools and techniques that have been scientifically proved to work. Scientifically proved. No guesswork here. You use these techniques and your life will start to change rapidly. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon. Bye-bye.